Hi, I'm Ian. Welcome to my shed. I'm stripping a welding torch for the copper, the brass. So a bit quickie is how I'm going to do this. So let's see if I can point you down there and we'll get on with it. I'm doing this for the money. I am not going to be recycling any components for making forge burners or anything. It's something I need to know. This is a torch I've stripped earlier. And although you can't really tell, it is actually aluminium. Copper lacquered, copper coated wire, but it is aluminium. It's very light, looks like copper. It will certainly go into the copper bag, but I need to mix it in with more of this stuff here, which is copper. So I've been in scrap yards, and they've got a device which they point at the copper, and I guess somehow it differentiates between the metals. Without much of ado, I'm going to scrap this. Right, what's up with it first of all? Well, I know that the swan neck thread is all goosed in there. Somebody's been at that a bit too heavy. For non-welders, well, that is the swan neck. What you fit your shroud to, your tip, etc. Quick visual thing will show me it has actually got a big rip in it, and it's thinner here, so something heavy's been dropped on it. Now then, weapons of choice: my Stanley knife, my welder's pliers, screwdriver, as ever my trusty brick hammer for the sharpen point. Well, let's get at it. Well, where's the handle apart first of all? Pick it up as I go along. So we have a simple switch and two wires. On a better torch, more expensive torch, you'll have about 4 wires coming through in case one of these breaks. Then you can fix it. This end, spin it round, you will see there's a little thing you can flick out, and then you spin it round, that will uncover the screw. So with the screw out, well, the 2 wires that we saw come out at this end and go to these 2 spring plungers that screw into your Euro connector. Very simple bullet connection system. which, as sad as I am, what I will do is I actually cut the brass ends off them, and those will go in my brass tub. Picking it up, and I can feel by the weight and a quick look at the rip, they tell me that this is a copper cord welding torch. That'll influence how I strip it. If I feel that it's going to be an aluminium cord welding torch, then I want to strip it in one length, which will enable me to better hide the fact that it's not copper. As this is copper, I'm just going to be a bit ruthless and use the favourite tool, my grinder, and cut the ends off. And as I know it's copper, I'll cut it into convenient lengths. All copper for stripping. Bit of extraction on. That's purely for ease. The collar's got a brass ring inside, so quick bash. Straight in the brass bag. Rubbish. Torch out. Rubbish. Check out the liner sleeve. Grab hold of the switch wiring, and it's as simple as that. One chunk of copper. That's also got a tracer string inside, and that will go in the wire bag. Depending on how far you want to go, this there's going to be a liner inside. It's steel, so we'll go into the steel tub. Every little bit helps. Again, with less talking. There's nothing like a good bash in your shed, is there, Vince? And the main thing is, I'm turning what is being stored into something that I can sell, and rubbish I can remove and get rid of. Because that's what it's all about at the moment. It's about making space in here. There's a good indication of why this torch was thrown away. It's absolutely squashed flat. Took a little bit of a comparison. There isn't much in it, which is why that if I suspect that the torch has got aluminium in, I'm trying to strip it in one length, and I can interweave it with this to make it a little bit more attractive to the scrap man. Liners themselves, well, they're useful, threading things through walls, but I can't keep them all, so I've got a couple. Who'd have thought? That's the Euro head. Want to be really picky, you can pull the spring loaded pins out. There's a small spring in there. But it's not copper. Even though it looks like it. So the easiest way I find a quick whiz with the magnet, all brass, in the brass tub. Salvage any copper. And the ferrule, although it looks copper, isn't in the iron tub. I'm back onto the swan neck. Now the swan neck can either have a brass protection or a steel one. This one's a steel one, so it's going to have to come off. Let's have a look. That sleeve off. More brass. Got a brass end, steel lined with solid copper going through the middle. Prefer to do is actually flatten her out a bit. Keep saying I'm going to use one of these to make a gas forged burner, but at the moment it's all about scrap. So quick whiz down there. Let me separate that, and I'm just going to chop the brass off there. It's going to be hot, that, isn't it? Into the brass tub. Copper, into the copper tub. Bit of bashing. What I'm trying to do is just to open that split. At this point I've got two choices. Can either turn it over, run another slit down and it'll fall apart. As you can see, I've knocked it in a bit, so I can put it in the vise and knock it through with a rod. And like that, solid piece of copper in the copper. Do you want to recover that tiny bit of brass off the end? No. That, guys, simply it. Chuck in a torch. Catch you all again.